Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be continuing playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. The game's intense, so read any warnings if you want to do that. In the last episode, we made some banners with Yuri at our house, and now we are leaving, or she's leaving the house, or something, so let's just see what happens. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. Okay, so I think, like, we still need to, like, do something to the poster, or, like, write the characters to let the paint set or something. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumbled over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so, you're very thoughtful, Major Pilot. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori, eh? Ah, hi, Major Pilots. Sayori. Just now, we weren't, It's okay, Major Pilots. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. So Sayori did come over, I guess, eventually. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come see it for myself. Come here, see what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Major Pilots? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. I think is my microphone like statically, like my hair is like connecting to my microphone or something. That's really weird. Well, I don't know how to, okay, well, so yeah, Sayori's, still sad, I guess. Kind of like what she talked about the other, or like earlier today in this world. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Major Pilot. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes my entire life, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Major Pilot. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Major Pilot, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said, I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. Okay, so here's the decision. I love you. You'll always be my dearest friend. Okay. Um, I'm not sure what to pick. Uh, so this is kind of like one of like the major decisions I have to make. I guess I could save the game, but I don't, I'm not sure what to do. I feel like, hmm, I feel like I should say I love you. Um, you'll always, because I don't know. I really don't know. Should I save the game? You'll always be. I I'm not sure what will happen depending on what I pick, and I think I will just I'll kind of just I think I'll just say I love you, and I think that will be the decision. You'll always be my dearest friend. I don't know. They're both like I'm really not sure which one to pick. I feel like they're both like I don't know if this will make her sad. I really just I guess I'll do the one that makes her more happy because I don't think this necessarily takes away from anything else. I don't know. I'll do this. Should I save the game though? Because she was talking about something that Monica said. Like Monica said something to Sayori, but I'm not sure what that was. And I guess I could save the game, but oh, I really don't know. Okay, so I think it doesn't really matter what decision I make. I think like the solution here is just to make a decision. Because either way, I think it'll be okay. And I'm not gonna save the game because I actually like have a save that's close to this anyway. So if I do want to come back, it'd be really easy to do it. So I can keep that load slot. Not like there's a limit. There's a lot, but so I think I'll just go with I love you and just see what happens. I guess I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking about it too much or too little. Who knows? We'll go with that. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Major Pilots. Suddenly, Sari wraps her arms tightly around me. Major Pilots. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Major Pilots. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why wouldn't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time to get things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Eh, what are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace you suits you best. Hey, Major Pilots. Sari gazes at me, once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sari means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sari? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I don't know. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having so much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as it is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay. Um, it's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this one to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the vent. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay? Major Pilots, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sari with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on day this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sarah told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Aha, you should take a little responsibility for her, Major Pilot. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but I'd stammered, embarrassed. Did Sari really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Okay. Percent? Um, okay. Let's I guess okay, we'll read the poem. Get out of my head, 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 get out. I don't know if I missed one or skipped a line, but okay, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Yeah, I'm not sure Sure, sure about this one. Okay. Uh, what is this? Reading this poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Major Pilot, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. There's no music right now, which I don't know if is a detail of importance. Um, what was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, okay. And an exception has occurred. File game line 307. Well, that's not good. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? That probably would have been a smart thing to do. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My storming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now, I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Uh... So, yeah. End. Is that... That's... That's an ending. Okay, well... Um... Well, I don't... Oh my gosh. That doesn't look right. I'm not sure what to do now. Do I click load game or do I click whatever this is? So I know there is like other things you can click. Like outside of if I click exit. Does that exit the entire game? Or I think that just exits this part of it. So if I click this, do you want to turn to desktop? Yes. Okay, so there's side stories, there's files, there's mail, there's pictures. This is not the actual, this can't be the end of the game. I know there's more to it than that. Um, so settings, nope, that's just data collected, 26%. What? Music? Okay, these are all the songs maybe I have so far. Is there more music than this? Interesting. Pictures? Okay. So this would be like a desktop, and I guess there's more to collect. Oh my goodness. And they're secrets, backgrounds, sketches. Okay. Interesting. So mail. No new mail. Files. Reset. Trace back text. Okay. So this game has some deeper things in it. I don't exactly know. If I click, oh my gosh. Um, oh my goodness. If I just, huh. I'm not sure what any of this would, if I click characters. So, look, like that's, Monica has the most kilobytes, which is weird. And then, I'm not sure. There's, side stories? Understanding? Part 2? The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. Okay. Well, let's just click the corrupted text that usually is where the start button is, I guess, and see what happens. Okay. Start a new game. I got that achievement. Like from Steam. Ah, it's all gibberish. Oh, I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Blank, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but the kind of but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay, so, um, I'm not, I'm not sure. So, like, she's just gone now, right? But she's going to, okay, I, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle the crosswalk and let, oh my gosh. Um, oh, it's making noise. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, but being surrounded by couples and friend groups, being surrounded, okay. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. So is this literally just the world like without Sayori and what would happen? That's really interesting. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with them. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Major pilots? Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yes, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same school. We were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In any case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Aha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hmm. Hey, Major Pilots, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join it, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess. I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Major Pilot. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Uh, and thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Okay, so this is really kind of interesting. Like, I knew this game would, like, go into something kind of weird and trippy, but I don't know. This is, like, I don't know. There's so many routes that are possible, isn't there? Like, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica's full of energy swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Whoa, gosh. Girl 1. Oh, I guess, seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki, but anyway, welcome to the club, Major Pilots. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, Yuri got promoted. Natsuki, it's too bad you didn't get the promotion. If you weren't as sour, maybe you would have got it. I don't know. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. So I ran into Major Pilot in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't you tell me? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I shouldn't have at least made some tea, right? So she was going to make cupcakes if there was a new member, and I guessed Sayori last time told her that she was going to bring me, I guess. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Major Pilots? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Okay. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here. but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You know, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not it. This is like, because I'm not sure what to say, because this is like the same type of stuff I like did in the first episode, right? But it's not, it's like just slightly different. So it's kind of just repeating it. But I do, I want to read through it fully because to see what it's like. So I'm not sure what to say. I feel like I kind of messed up with Sayori there. I don't know. I guess I should have thought more about it and that she didn't want me to. But I feel like if I said I was her friend, I'll be your closest friend or forever, then that might show that I care about her. Also, I don't know. I don't know. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Again, I don't really like tea in real life, but this version of me likes tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Major Pilot, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Can I remember what she said? I like, mystery and horror. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed to so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like reading a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aha, I expected that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give me that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You won't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience? Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Major Pilots? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never agreed to join the club, right? Never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Major Pilot. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these 3 girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Major Pilot? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Major Pilot, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Major Pilot, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Okay, I think this is a good place to end the episode. I guess this is kind of a turning point in the game since we're kind of going back to what happened, and like there is a lot of detail like in like the way that their dialogue is, and it's kind of interesting. So I'll kind of see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna go with like find all the secrets and everything in this game. I'm gonna like 100% it or whatever, and I don't know like even how you find certain secrets or something. But I don't know. We'll kind of just see what happens. So I hope you enjoyed. I don't know if there's a way I can revive Sayori or not. Like, if I go load the game, I'd imagine she would come back to life or something, right? But I really don't know. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see until next time. Alright, bye. Okay, so I just went to save the game, and there isn't any saves anymore. Like, this is, like, I can't go back. It's like, it's gone. So, I guess it's too late for that. And the game was, like, telling the truth that I can't go back on my saves, so I guess, I don't know, we have to start a new life from here, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens.